Good evening. Welcome to the movie show. I'm Dano.
I'm Josh.
I'm Sherry.
And tonight we're reviewing, it's kind of a late review of American Hustle, directed by David O. Russell, written by Eric Singer and David O. Russell, starring Christian Bale, Amy Adams, Bradley Cooper, Jennifer Lawrence, Jeremy Renner, Louis C.K., and a whole lot more. Josh, you want to do like a quick little summary of it?
Pretty much Bradley Cooper is an FBI agent who ends up arresting, what's his name?
It's Irving.
What? No, the actor's name. He ends up arresting Christian Bale and Amy Adams because they've been scamming people. Pretty much they're con men. And pretty much he arrests them and says, oh, well, if you help me with my investigation and we end up arresting some people, we'll give you a reduced sentence and everything. And they say they agree to it, and then they end up pretty much trying to get Jeremy Renner, who's the mayor of New Jersey.
It's like giving away the whole movie.
How's that giving away the whole movie? No, never mind. Yeah.
Well, no, I was going to say that, simply enough without giving away too much, then, Christian Bale, Amy Adams, they're arrested for scamming people, and, it sounds funny thinking about it now. It's like the movie Snitch, where Bradley Cooper's like, oh, we want you to turn over and, help me catch other people, with this scam, and obviously kind of gets out of control because it keeps kind of crawling up the political food chain. What did you guys think of the acting, Sherry?
I think the acting in American Hustle was pretty good. I don't know. I thought they all did pretty well. Yeah, no, what I'm thinking of is the timing. The acting was great.
Josh?
The acting was good, but I just don't think I just think I didn't like Bradley Cooper's character.
Why do you say that?
I don't know. It's just...
A lot of, like the perm. I don't know, I thought the acting was pretty good. I think, I don't know, like everybody was pretty strong in their characters and their roles, And, so what did you guys think of the movie overall, Josh?
I don't know, I thought it was okay. I thought it was kind of boring.
Why do you say boring, like, because of the timing, or because...
No, in general, it just wasn't really an interesting movie.
Interesting. Sherry, what did you think of the movie?
I actually liked the movie. I just thought that there were a few slow parts throughout the movie. So, I don't know. That's funny what Josh just said. I didn't know that he really,
I agree that the movie had its slow moments, but I think the movie was good overall. Especially the ending. Pretty much it kind of pays off at the ending because it's like a rush of everything that happens. And in a way, it's like you kind of see it coming more or less, and it doesn't really leave to mystery, you know what I mean? But I think it's just like one of those you just kind of watch to watch it. That makes sense. But, I guess more or less I don't know, you really need to talk about the directing at all.
Probably not.
I guess that kind of falls into directing because the movie was well made, It wasn't like it was a bad film. What else was I going to say? And we're back. I forgot my little list. I was going to say, is this a movie that it needs to be seen in the theaters or anything, like Josh?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, Sherry?
I don't think it really... I don't know. I don't really feel like it would have added anything. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess I would agree with that. It's not really a movie that you have to see in the theater. I'd say, I think you could rent it. It's like a rental movie. Because this one, like I said, it kind of gets off kind of slow, or at times it gets a little slow, so it's like you can actually fast forward or kind of like pause it and come back to it. What did you think about that soundtrack, Sherry?
I don't actually recall the soundtrack very well.
Well, it's a lot of 70s music, well, for the most part.
Well, I did like the music when they went into Studio 54, and, you know, you can kind of, I mean, obviously, the music is of the time, so I like that era of music. So I guess it was pretty good.
Josh?
It was okay.
Alright. A lot of chatter from Josh on this movie. I don't know, would you recommend it to people, Josh?
Oh, I guess. I think I'd probably recommend... I don't know, because the thing is, it's a slow movie. I didn't find it very interesting, because it just... I don't know, I guess I've seen this kind of movie before too many times.
Nothing original for you. Sherry?
Would I recommend it? I've already recommended it, so yes.
Good point, I forgot about that. I don't know, I think I'd only recommend it for people who've seen previous films by David O. Russell, and it's like if you, I don't know, like these kind of films, because it's pretty much like a period piece, but I don't know, and they said like some of this is based on a true story, which it is, kind of, but some of the other characters are fictional, but I don't know, I think if it was a complete true story, I think maybe that might have helped it. You know, I think it would have added to the interest, you know. I guess gave it a little more substance, because, you know, I think true stories are far more interesting than fictional ones, you know. Alright, should we spoil anything?
I guess. I mean, it's a while after the movie's been out, so it's not really... Yeah.
Well, really, it's like, I was going to say, the movie wasn't really, I don't know, like Josh said, it's not like a movie that really surprises you, you know what I mean? You watch the movie and you kind of know where it's going and where it's heading, you know? I don't think it really leaves any surprises. I think at the end it does a little bit, because in a way I already kind of knew where it was going. I don't know, were you surprised at the end, Sherry?
No. Really, like you said, it pretty much, I don't know, you figure it out. If you don't, you're kind of dumb.
Josh?
Well, no. I don't know, I just thought it was kind of dumb though, like the ending. I don't know, I'm not sure if we're spoiling stuff yet.
Alright, well I guess we'll spoil this since Josh wants to talk about that. So, spoiler alert. If you haven't seen the film, you know, you can take a pause and then watch the film and come back, or you can just fast forward a little bit. Or if you don't care at all, you can just keep on listening. But go ahead.
Well, because at the end, they tell him, well, you're the one, because pretty much the one he goes missing. The dumb part, though, is that, what's his name, Bradley Cooper's character, I don't know, he's not very smart, so he didn't realize that the way they used to do the money transfer is the one that Amy Adams picked. So obviously, all you really have to do is just go back to the lady that transferred the money and question her, and you find out where the money is. That's what I thought was stupid. It's like, it's not that hard to figure out.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I think in a way it's like, I don't know. I guess if you weren't paying attention, you would get thrown off. But what do you think?
So some detective.
Well, the thing was, though, he wasn't really like, Bradley Cooper's character wasn't really a guy who was in the field. He just kind of took a chance, and, you know, he was able to get Christian Bale's character and Amy Adams' character and use them to get himself out in the field, because Louis C.K., his character was like, he's like, you're not a field agent or anything, or it's not your operation or your team, you know. Pretty much he was still in command of everything. And Bradley Cooper's like, no, man, we gotta go do this. And he got the district attorney, right, to get in on it, more or less. Huh? Oh, yes?
I thought so.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. Just making sure. But, that he was getting him in on it and selling him on everything. Like, oh, we could get these guys and can do whatever, and we'll get the higher-ups and keep going. And, I don't know, I think in a way it's kind of dumb of Bradley Cooper, his character, to think, because pretty much he was using them, but at the same time too, he was supposed to be learning from them. And obviously, if they're pros at it, they can trick you at the same time. They're just gonna fool you, and they can turn around and use you, which we end up learning that Amy Adams was doing that to Bradley Cooper, using him, making him believe that she really wanted him and she was going to leave Christian Bale's character. But, I don't know. It's an interesting movie because it's like, in that aspect. I think if they trimmed it a little bit, made it a little bit shorter, it probably would have been like, it probably could have, made it a little better, not made it so slow. Interesting. But, yeah, I don't know. Is there anything you guys would exchange in the movie other than the timing, as far as, like, I guess, like, the ending, the characters, like, anything,
What?
Would you have changed anything, like, other than, like, the timing of the film, but, like, would you have changed the end? Would you have changed, like, some of the characters or anything like that? Any of the events?
What do you mean change them? I didn't write the story. So you mean change them? I didn't write the story.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying, like, as far as, like, the ending goes, like, because remember how they fooled Bradley Cooper and they used him, and they pretty much got out of the mess with Robert De Niro's character by warning him, and in a way, it's like, would you have rather seen it go the route of, they did it to Robert De Niro's character, and it's like they got in trouble with the mob, and, he's all closing in on him.
Yeah, they're going to prefer that ending, where pretty much they all end up getting killed. That would have been a good ending.
Which is funny, too, because in a way I was kind of expecting that, like, oh man, someone's going to get killed, and, or, like, they're going to catch Bradley Cooper out on the street, and, or something like that, and none of that came, nobody actually died in the movie, which is funny. Do you agree, Josh?
Yes, that is funny.
Or like, surprising, you figured, like, maybe, not to, just say Martin Scorsese, but if this was like a Martin Scorsese film, do you think it would have gone that route?
Probably.
So, Sherry?
Well, the funny part is when you find out what's actually going on in the movie, because really, the trailer doesn't really give a whole lot away. You kind of, you pick up that something's going on, and, but really, it should have had, like, at least one person die or something. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think that would have helped. I think it would have gave it, a little more, like, not necessarily like a thriller aspect, but kind of like, it's like, oh man, these guys are really in it, It's like, how are they going to get out of it, Is anybody going to even walk away? Like, and if they walk away, are they going to take the money with them?
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know. It's just funny.
I don't know. I think that's probably what it was. I think the stakes needed to be higher, and in a way, it's like I feel, Jennifer Lawrence's character, she kind of, ruins things for them a little bit, and it kind of raises the stakes. But it's not like, like I said, it's just, it didn't seem to go that route. That's like I said, where it's like, oh man, someone's gonna die, or you're gonna find somebody in a freezer.
Mm-hmm. What?
Go ahead.
What were you asking?
I was gonna say, do you agree that you wanted to see somebody end up in a freezer?
I would have liked to see somebody die, but that's just. Yeah.
Who do you think they would have? Like, I was gonna say, who do you think they would have killed off? Like,
well, the way that it was going, I thought for sure Christian Bale was going to be killed, but he wasn't. So then, I mean, I don't know. I guess. And then really, Bradley Cooper was the one that was fucking with everybody. So really, he should have been the one that died if anybody was going to die. But, I don't know.
Josh, any thoughts?
I thought Jennifer Lawrence was going to die.
Yeah, that bitch was acting crazy.
I thought Christian Bale was going to kill her. Like, I thought he was just going to get so fed up with it that he was just going to kill her.
Really? I never once got that. I thought that, what's her name, was going to kill her. The girl, the other girl.
Oh, Amy Adams.
Yeah, because they were acting all crazy, and then fucking Jennifer Lawrence kissed her. I was like, whoa.
I was gonna laugh. It's gonna be like, Josh is gonna be like, what is it? Thinking like, and what is it? Burt Wonderstone, how Steve Buscemi was gonna die.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know. Like I said, I think, like I said, if that had happened, it seemed like it kind of has like a happy ending. Because, like, even though, like, Bradley Cooper ends up losing in the end, he didn't really lose, you know what I mean? What? Well, he got pushed into the background again, you know?
I guess he lost everything.
He did.
I don't know, I think...
His career was gone down the fucking... His trust, like, his level of trust, the trust that other people had in him was gone. He lost.
I don't know, I don't know. I really think that...
Man, we should still go to that.
I don't know. The bad part is like, oh man, we should just rewrote this film and then, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It would have been good. Oh, would have made it a bloodbath. So yeah, I guess, any other thoughts there on the film, like, whatsoever? Like, I don't know, do you think you... Well, actually, I don't know. We agree that the cast was pretty good. You know, everybody was pretty much like veterans of David O. Russell films from previous films. I don't know. I guess any other thoughts on the film?
What you said if instead of Bradley Cooper they had got what's his name? Leonardo DiCaprio.
To play as who? Oh, I'm sorry. That's Bradley Cooper's character. That sounds stupid. Sorry. Leonardo DiCaprio? I don't know. I don't think that really... He would have fit. I think he would have just been kind of... I don't know. I think Bradley Cooper really fit into the role because his character does get a little crazy at times, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's just funny because trying to imagine what's his name, Leonardo DiCaprio in that role, I guess doesn't seem right. You know what I mean? What do you think, Jake?
What?
Leonardo
DiCaprio? I don't really feel like he fits in.
Well, I was gonna say, yeah, I don't think he would have fit in the movie in general. You know what I mean? So.
Would they reverse the roles between Christian Bale and Bradley Cooper?
I don't know, because the thing is, though, Christian Bale had to gain a lot of weight. Or he gained a lot of weight for the film. And, you know what I mean? Bradley Cooper wouldn't have fit.
You know what's funny? I don't think he actually needed to gain as much weight as he did. That's what's funny. He went above and beyond in that one.
Yeah, like, but the thing is, too, like, obviously he's a character actor, so he's gonna really make himself fall into that role, and
yeah, no, I'm not saying that. It was a good thing that he did, because I don't know, I think he was able to better embody the real whatever his name was, but I just think it was funny.
Oh, going back to your question, Josh. Turns out, looking at the trivia on Internet Movie Database, Christian Bale was cast as his role originally, but dropped out due to scheduling. And then Bradley Cooper replaced him, and then Jeremy Renner came in to replace, take over Bradley Cooper's role. So it would have been Bradley Cooper and Jeremy Renner. And then eventually, over time, Christian Bale was able to appear in the film. So yeah, I guess David O. Russell was fine with Bradley Cooper playing that role. But what would you think if it was Bradley Cooper and Jeremy Renner?
I don't know.
You don't know?
For what?
Bradley Cooper playing as Christian Bale and Jeremy Renner playing as Bradley Cooper.
Why?
That was what was possibly going to happen.
Bradley Cooper as Christian Bale. And Jeremy Renner as Bradley Cooper?
Yep.
I don't know. It's kind of hard to think about that because that guy looks like Ryan Gosling.
I don't know. Like I was gonna say, I just don't think they would have fit with that. You know, I don't think they would have fit in those roles.
I agree. I think it was well cast the way that it was. I don't know. It's hard to think of other people in those roles because the movie itself wasn't bad. The acting wasn't bad. It was the timing that was kind of stupid. So I don't know. Can't move it now.
Yeah, true. All right. Any other thoughts on that, Josh? Or no? Okay, Sherry.
No.
So Jan and Sherry. Yeah, because pretty much I was going to say, going back to the story, since it's a fictionalized telling of the app scam scandal in the late 70s and 80s, early 80s. And, yeah. But, I don't know why I said rough. I don't know, like you said, any other... The funny part was, they said Ben Affleck was originally considered to direct this film, according to, like, trivia. What do you think about Ben Affleck directing the movie?
He's not a bad director, but I don't think it would have been the same kind of film. I think it would have been more dramatic or something.
Josh, what do you think?
I think it would have been better.
You know what's funny? I think I would have liked Ben Affleck in the movie.
In the movie, it would have been good.
Yeah, had he directed, I think I would have had him like in the Bradley Cooper character role, you know? No? You agree now?
No.
So, no. But,
No, I don't want to.
no, I don't know. Like I said, I think that would have been an ideal person to replace Bradley Cooper if he had to. But alright, I guess that's it for the closing thoughts there. I was going to say, so Sherry, what were your thoughts on Amy Adams' appearance in the film?
Could have gone without seeing her tiny side boobs. It was gross. And nobody in this fucking film wore a bra. Well, Amy Adams didn't have to because hers are fucking anthills. Oh my god. Gross. Her acting was fine. It was the boobs that I had a problem with.
Alright. What about Jennifer Lawrence?
Her boobs were good.
Well, no, I was talking about... Well, the funny part is I noticed, because you see them, there's a bathroom scene with them, and you see, you can really see the difference in age between the two. Mm-hmm. And it's like Jennifer Lawrence is, let me check that real quick, because she's like 24, I think.
She's 24?
I think she might be 24.
Terrible.
What do you mean? To be an Oscar winner? No, she's 23.
That's fucking awesome.
To be an Oscar winner at that age. So, being a Debbie Downer. Oh, that's wild. Because Amy Adams is 39, so that's a 16-year difference.
She's already going to be 40. That's funny.
So I guess that would be the reason why you could see the difference, you know? But, I don't know. This is just kind of funny. Because I was just like, wow, like seeing those two like stand next to each other. But all right. So I guess we'll wrap this one up for American Hustle. They should have played that song, that rap song, "Every Day I'm Hustling."
Shut the fuck up.
Should have played it at the end. That way, you know, when they showed Christian Bale walk away. But alright, so you can like and subscribe to the Movie Trio podcast on iTunes. Like I said, like, recommend, subscribe. We're also on Twitter at the Movie Trio. Also on Facebook, the Movie Trio podcast, at gmail.com, the Movie Trio, Movie Trio podcast at gmail.com. You can refer to those, I guess, social media sites if you need to. Each one is located in the info box on each episode to help you out there. And yeah, like I said, you can make a mixtape for people to put on their 8 tracks since you're watching American Hustle. Then yeah. Alright, so for the review of American Hustle and the Movie Trio, I'm Daniel.
I'm Sherry.
I'm Josh.
Got a closing line for us, Josh?
So I'm the quarterback on this one. I make all the decisions. I make all the plays.
What was that? What part was that on?
That was Bradley Cooper when he signed his mom.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. When they were having dinner.
Yeah, I remember.
That was a good one. All right, good night.